I can work with that. All right. Thank you very much, Ajoba. Appreciate it. He's looking to go next. V, you shake your head. Thank you. Go for it. You had a mini movement there. Go for it.
I was able to pull it off only once in my many years.
Okay.
So I'm gonna agree with the other ladies that it's rare that it happens, but it's possible because if you can do it once, it's possible, right? So, but most of the time, you can't go back once you've already gone past the threshold. But I'm proof it can happen once.
Okay.
So,
Okay. No, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you on that. That's fair place. I ain't gonna be mad at you. I'm trying to understand it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's intimacy, right? But if you go past in a particular area of intimacy, does it? Is it? Sorry,
Okay.
I froze there for a sec. My internet's moving a bit mad. Sorry, my internet's moving a bit mad right there, guys. I was saying, but V, before you go, how did it come back? That's what I want to know. How did you manage to make it come back? What did you have to work on to bring it back?
well, everybody kind of came to a mutual understanding, and we felt like the friendship and everything was worthy enough to continue. I mean, we were actually friends, so um, we wanted to remain friends and still have the same relationship. So it's kind of like what Winter was saying. Everybody starts talking about what they want to do, and when you realize it doesn't align, you're like, oh, never mind. But my level of petty was super low in that situation, and he wanted to continue to be friends, and so we continued to be friends, and we went back to the same level of intimacy.
I totally understand.
Mm.
I appreciate it. So with Sean or Christina, which one wants to go? Mm? Christina laughed. So go for it, Christina. She moved, so
I am not going to say it's not possible. It has never, ever happened to me. So I can only speak on my experience.
okay, it's never ever happened. So you mean have you ever tried to make it work as a friendship again? And if you did, what happened?
Great question. No, I think afterwards it was just kind of weird. So no, it was no effort on anybody's part.
Okay. Wait, it was kind of weird. What does that mean?
I mean, I feel like once you cross the boundaries, it was kind of hard to bounce back to that place of intimacy. It was just, I don't know, it just wasn't something that we could bring back.
Okay.
You know what,
Okay.
Coach? I got to speak on this. It sounds to me like there's a lot of guys out there who are like one trick ponies because if you can't get back to that place, that's the issue. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying that you have to do the same things that got you in the first place, but you can mix it up. You can change things up. You can switch things up to do that. So, do you have the ability to do that? Yes. Do you put forth the effort to do that? If it's no, then that's the reason why, because they're being lazy and thinking of ways to get you back to that point. But it's definitely, I just want to stay on that, man. It's definitely possible. Just, I guess some guys, just after they get what they get, maybe they want to move on. I don't know. I don't know for sure, but it's possible.
Okay. Cool. Sean.
Yeah, I think it's 100% absolutely possible. And, I'll give a real life example for me. When I think about my ex wife, right? We are friends. We started as friends, we transitioned to something else. And now we are friends and strictly that. And we know that going backwards and trying to do anything else is just going to open up emotional wounds. So I just think that we can still be friends. Now, is the friendship 100% the same? No. But if there's something I need today, I can call her 100%, right? When I was moving, she actually came through, she helped, right? Nothing more, nothing less. You know, there were things, so I think like, yes, am I going to lie and be like, oh, do you ever think about? Sure, but we know that that line is not going to be crossed, right? And I think that it is very possible. And it's just similar to what Corey said. It's just about how much effort both people want to um, put into it, right? And I think that is important, and you need to have boundaries, just like with anything. I think, we've talked on this channel many a time about how when men and women are friends, that what boundaries need to exist. And I think those same boundaries should exist for someone that you were previously intimate with, even more so, because you know where it can go, right? So if you feel that the friendship is valuable and one you want to maintain, then you're going to do certain things to make sure that you don't, go down that path and damage the friendship, right? So I think it's definitely possible.
Love that. Listen, I definitely do believe it's possible. Do I think it's probable? There's very low probability. But let's be honest. Okay, let's be real. Okay. I think for myself personally, it really depends on the level of friendship I have with that person in the beginning, right? Number two, I'm gonna be real with you. I mean, I think somebody said it very correctly. Whatever happens in that room is really it could change the relationship, because if this thing is good, you want me to return back to normal base and forget it ever happened? It's going to be very difficult to do that. You know what I mean? I'm talking about if it was amazing, how does one return back to that place where I'm just cool with you and I never really think about you in that aspect once more? I'm probably going to struggle to be deep in the intimacy in terms of being able to share everything about myself, because now we're in a situation where I've crossed the line. For me, it's like, this is how feelings get caught. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna be real with you. So how feelings get caught, at least maybe not feelings in terms of I want a whole relationship, but that feelings of I just want you and I don't want anyone else to have you kind of thing. I'm gonna be real with you. Those kind of feelings come out. It can get techie. In those aspects as well. So for me, it really depends on the level of what we're talking about in terms of intimacy I've shared with you previously, because I think the word friends also is a word that is quickly used, but not everyone is your friend. You know what I mean? Like if I kick it with you and I talk to you, doesn't necessarily mean we are actually friends. It means we can kick it, catch conversation, and we're cool. But are they actually your friend? I think that friend word is a very strong word that we sometimes use, I think, very loosely. And I think that's maybe where, some aspects come into play. Corey, you're making a face. You can add on and tell me something different. This is a really interesting conversation, so go for it.
Brother, let me tell you this. I was answering the wrong question. Okay. let me just say this off the bat. I was answering the wrong question, because at the bottom here it says, can you